Hello everybody, welcome to the market report. My name is Christian Charlo. Today we're Thursday, June 20. If I have one word to describe the situation of the market today on June 20th, it's a bloodbath. All sectors in the US have started the bearish cycle, so we officially actually have a lot of shortable opportunity. And during this market report, I'm going to show you shortable opportunity in the energy sector and also in the financial sector. Or what you could do, you could also, if you're not good at shorting, you can also trade the bearish ETF that tracks the energy and the financial sector. So here's the situation. That's where we are right now. We actually clearly on the S&P 500 reversing that upward trend. So we're breaking that support. So it's officially a bearish cycle. Target where we could expect a pause, it's at around, here in the SPY in New York, it's around 153.60 on the SPY. So what are the sectors that are starting a bearish cycle? All sectors, but where we have mostly the short opportunity are in the energy sector in the US. So the energy sector, it's a clear bearish cycle, and where we could expect a pause is around 642.85. So if you don't want to short stocks in the energy sector, you could just triple it with the ETF, like ERY. You see that ETF clearly broke that resistance, so on swing trading, it's a clear entry point, and where you should put your profit-taking opportunity is whenever the energy sector reaches 646.64. For the shortable opportunity, what do we have? We have WNT offshore. What we like about it is the downward trend. The stock stabilized for a while, and now it's clearly starting a clear movement, only losing 6.35%, so it's not higher than 10%. And also, if we take a look at the 10 moving average is right now going below the 30 moving average, so we think there's still some potential on the downside on that stock. And also, if we take a look at this for the downward channel here, we see we still have some room to go on the downside. We expect the first pause around 10:13 here, 10:54, sorry, on WNT offshore. Suncor Energy, a nice shortable opportunity. On the TSX, it's not that great the situation, so if you want to short Suncor Energy, I would highly favor the ones in the American market, which is this one here. It's the same ticker, but it's in New York because the stock is clearly breaking that support and there are more sellers into that stock. Penn Growth Energy, it's an exception on the TSX because that stock, it's in the energy sector. And if we take a look at the energy sector on the TSX, though, that sector that didn't give us much opportunities to short because unlike the energy sector in the US, where we had a clear pause and a clear breakdown, so there are a lot of shortable opportunity, on the TSX, the energy sector actually is just retaking its downward trend. So Penn Growth Energy is only an exception. It's a laggard in the energy sector, and we like the downward trend and the clear break of that support on Penn Growth Energy. So there's also the financial sector in the US, which is really negative. So it's a clear bearish cycle. It broke that support. And for the financial sector, we think there's some potential until the sector reaches that old support here around 333.10. So which will also coincide with the upward trend on the financial sector. So you could either short some stocks in the sector or play it with some bearish ETF. And the bearish ETF that is that you're able to use to track the bearish cycle of the financial sector is FAS on New York. It's clearly breaking that resistance. So yes, it's an entry point on swing trading, and at 333, that's where you should put your profit-taking opportunity on FAS. Old Republic, that's actually a shortable opportunity on the financial sector. That stock is clearly reversing its upward trend, right? And if you take a look at this on a yearly basis, well, we had the opportunity to short around this area here. Now the stock went down, stabilized, and now it's doing a second movement. So it's clear there's no upward trend right now. It's clearly right now starting officially a clear downward trend. So there's some potential until that old support here around 1150 on Old Republic. So this is it, folks. Energy sector, you can track it with some bearish ETF like ERY, or you can short those three stocks, WNT offshore, Suncor, or Penn Growth. In the financial sector, you can track it with the bearish ETF that tracks the financial sector, which is FAS on New York. And the best short opportunity in the financial sector in the US is old republic. So that said, see you next week for our market report. My name is Christian Charlo, and if you want to get access to all those breakdowns and all those buying and selling opportunities and many more, just subscribe on marketgurus.tv that you can have access for free for 10 days just by clicking at the link below. See you next week.